Hello everyone, today I am Rishabh Bhardwaj, Assistant Professor from the Mechanical Department, taking the lecture of heat transfer. Today in this lecture, we will learn about the bubble growth and nucleate boiling, and the second topic, that is the laminar film condensation on vertical plate. Initially we will start with the bubble growth and the nucleate boiling. The bubble formation in nucleate boiling is greatly influenced by the nature and condition of the heating surface and the surface tension at the solid liquid interface. The solid tension signifies wetting capability of the surface with the liquid and the influence which influences the angle of contact between the bubble and the solid surface. Any contamination of the surface would affect its wetting characteristics and influencing the size and shape of the vapor bubble. These bubbles are shown as in the figure number 1, that three types of figures we have in the, that is non-wetted, partially wetted and totally wetted. On the on an unwetted surface, the bubbles spread out and form a wedge between the heating surface and the liquid. For partially wetted surface, the angle of contact is smaller than for unwetted surface. The area occupied by the vapor bubble is reduced, and obviously the area of transfer of heat from the heated surface become larger. When surface roughness counteracts the surface tension force and the surface become fully wetted, the vapor bubble tends to become a globular or oval in shape, and they are promptly disengaged from the surface. The situation is most favorable for efficient heat transfer because the area covered by the insulating vapor film is the smallest. The three types of figure, that non-wetted, partially wetted and totally deflected or totally wetted, make some angle between the surface, and at the totally wetted the contact area is less as compare, and the of contact for non-wetted region are greater. Next we have the nucleate boiling. When the liquid is overheated in relation to saturation temperature, vapor bubbles are formed at certain favorable spots that are called the nucleation or active sites. These may be the wall surface irregularities, air bubbles, and the particles of dust. The bubbles grow to certain size influenced by pressure, temperature, and surface tension at the liquid vapor interface. Depending on temperature excess, the nucleate boiling essentially consists of the following stages. That is, bubbles form and collapse on the surface itself. Second, the bubbles form on a heated surface but get condensed in the liquid after detaching from the surface. Bubble form break away from the heated surface with increasing frequency and intensity. The liquid is, however, quite hot and the bubble do not condense in it. They rise to liquid surface and are directly expelled to the vapor space, and that helps rapid evaporation. The mechanism and the cycle of bubble formation can be of three level or more, that is, the liquid next to the heated surface become superheated and the vapor nucleus of the sufficient size is created to initiate the formation of bubble. Third, we have bubble grow in size and pushes the layer of superheated liquid away from the heated surface. Top of the bubble comes into contact with cooler liquid and that has a tendency to arrest the bubble growth. Inertia of the liquid and the bubble has caused the bubble to grow to a size and the position that it loses more heat to the cooler liquid than it gains by conduction from the heated surface. Bubble begins to collapse and cooler liquid gains velocity to fill in the bubble volume. The bubble suffers a total collapse and inertia of the cooler liquid brings it into contact with heating surface. Eventually, the cooler liquid get heated above the saturation temperature and another cycle for bubble formation and its collapse begins. The nucleation boiling is thus characterized by the formation of bubbles at the nucleation site and resulting liquid ignition. The bubble ignition excitation induced considerable fluid mixing and promotes substantial increase in the heat flux and the boiling heat transfer coefficient. Now this is the end of the boiling bubble or the bubble formation and the nucleate boiling. Next we will move to the laminar film condensation on the vertical plate. For this we have to consider a vertical plate by which a liquid is flowing over it. That it has been written that consider the process of film condensation occurring on a surface of flat plate. The coordinate axis of the system has been chosen that the origin O is at the upper end of the plate and X lies along the vertical surface and the y-axis is perpendicular to it. The thickness of liquid film, which is 0 at the upper end of the plate, gradually increases as further condensation occurs at the liquid vapor interface and attains its maximum value at the lower end of the plate. The vertical plate has height L and width B, and del shows the thickness of the film at the distance x from the origin. Next we have velocity distribution for the laminar film condensation, that an equation of the velocity distribution u as a function of distance y from the wall surface can be set up by considering the equilibrium between the gravity and viscous force on the elementary volume. B dx and dsy of the liquid film. Whereas the gravitational force on the element, that will be rho g into volume, and volume is B dx dy. The viscous shearing on the element could be taken as y is equal to mu du by dy, and shearing stress in the distance dy will be taken as differentiation of mu du by dy with respect to dy into dy is equal to mu d square u by dy square into dy. Equating the gravity force to the net shear force, we will get rho g into the volume is equal to mu du by dy b into dx. Subtracted a equation, that is mu du by dy plus mu d square u by dy square into dy into b into dx. Upon the simplification, we get the values that d square u by dy y square is equal to minus rho g by mu. And integrating this equation twice, we will get u is equal to minus rho g y square by 2 mu plus c1y plus c2. When the relevant boundary conditions are applied, that u is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, in this condition the du by dy is also 0 and y is equal to the del. Then the condition that forms will equate that c2 is equal to 0 and the value of c1 will be rho g del by mu. This is the diagram of vertical plate by which the liquid flows and move toward the downward and the temperature variance. Therefore, the velocity distribution through the film at the distance x from the top edge having the relation u is equal to rho g by mu into del y minus y square by 2. The mean flow velocity v of the liquid film at a distance x from the top edge can be determined from the expression. That will be taken as v is equal to 1 by del integration 0 to del u dy, which implies that rho g del square by 3 mu. Now we have to find out the mass flow rate from this equation. The following downward flow of the liquid at an element x, that is the over the layer of thickness del, the mass flow is equal to mass flow velocity into flow area into density. That will m is equal to rho g del square by 3 mu into B into rho into del. That gives the formation of GB rho square del Q by 3 mu. The mass flow is thus a function of x. This is because the thickness del is essentially depend upon x. And increase in the mass flow of condensation during the downward flow of condensate from x to x plus dx can be worked out by differentiating equation with respect to x or del. dm is equal to del d or differentiation of GB rho square del Q by 3 mu with respect to d del. That gives the formation of GB rho square del square del d del by mu. In the last, we have to find out the heat flux of the system, that the heat flow rate in the film dq is equal to the rate of energy released due to condensation at the surface, which gives the formation to dq is equal to h dm, where the value of dm has been taken by the mass flow rate and gives the formation to h into GB rho square del square d del by u, where Fg is the latent heat of the condensation. Then the Nusselt present or presumed that the heat released during condensation flow only by conduction through the film. dq is equal to k b dx by del into the T saturation to minus Ts. Combining the equation, and we will get del cube d del is equal to k mu into change of temperature to T saturation to Ts into ds by rho square gh. Integration yield an expression for the thickness of condensate layer. We will get del raised to power 4 by 4 is equal to k mu by rho square gh into T saturation minus Ts x plus c. Substitution of the boundary condition del is equal to 0 and x is equal to 0 yield the c will also be 0, and the equation will form that del is equal to 4k mu into the temperature difference of T saturation minus Ts by rho square gh. Evidently, the film thickness increases as the fourth root of the distance down the surface and increase in rather rapidly at the upper end of the vertical surface and slow thereby. Today we are ending this lecture here, and thank you for watching this video and stay tuned for the next. Thank you.